In this video, I'm going to talk about CIS30A Lab for Exercise 2. In Exercise 2, you are required to write a Python program that accepts user input between 1 through 10 and raises an exception when the input is not within the given range. Provide the screen capture of the script and the output. So similar to the last one, this one is a little bit less complex. So what we have is we would have a variable called num, and this variable is going to accept user input as integer, so we need to parse it as integer, and we use the input method here. Then we prompt the user enter a number. Now we simply can use the condition. So in the if statement, we have if num is greater than 0 and num is less than 11. Remember, we're using a colon after the if statement. We're going to print number is num. Else, we're going to raise the exception, as the question asks us to raise the exception, invalid number. So in this program, it's simply just apply the condition, checking to see if the user input is between 0 and 10, and then we would print the number if it is. Otherwise, we have an else. We would simply manually raise an exception and it would say invalid number. So when you run this, what will happen is it's going to ask the user to enter the number. We're going to go ahead and try number 6. And it gives us 6 as it checks for true with the if statement. Now if we rerun this, we go ahead and enter 13. And since 13 is not within this range, it makes it false. Then it's going to go to the else. It's going to cause the exception to be raised, and it would print out invalid number. So when you use the raise, what happened is it's going to take whatever that you wanted to occur for the raise, and it's going to put it into the traceback message here. So we manually raise that when the number is not within the range. Now, this will actually stop the program, as also this is the end of the program anyway, but when you raise it, it's going to manually stop it. So this is a good way to really check and test your program. So you would use the raise, and then you can put in the type of exception that you wanted to raise and maybe a message that you wanted to show in the traceback message. So this would be valid for what we need to do for number 2. And this concludes my video for CIS30A Lab 4 Exercise 2.